Hello viewers, my name is Ashok Sen Gupta from School of Management Sciences, Lucknow. Today we will continue the topic cost of capital, and this topic I am going to tell you how to calculate the cost of equity capital. Previous lecture are based on the cost of debenture, cost of preference share, in which we understand that they have the fixed interest rate, they have the fixed dividend. Now we understand how we can calculate the cost of equity share capital. Viewers, cost of capital or cost of equity capital is a maximized rate of return that company must earn to equity finance. It means by financing from equity, what is the maximum rate company able to pay. Equity capital or cost of capital is not out of pocket cost, as the equity shareholders are not being paid for a fixed rate every year. It is not compulsory to pay a fixed rate of dividend to equity shareholders for every year. Rate of dividend can be fluctuate. It is according to the market, according to demand and supply of the shares, according to the profit earning of the company, according to the return ratio of the company. Therefore, it is not fixed to pay a static amount to the shareholders, as we saw in previous lecture that this rate of dividend or rate of interest paid to the shareholders or debenture holders is fixed. They have to pay certain percentage. In preference share, it is not compulsory to pay every year, but they have to pay a same percentage. But in case of dividend, payment of dividend is not legally bind, but may or not be paid. It is also be a part of equity share capital that it is not compulsory to pay the dividend. Company is not legally bind to pay the dividend to the equity shareholders, but they are paid to bind to the preference shareholders at present or in future if company is facing losses. They are liable to pay the interest to the debenture holders in any circumstances, because they are outsiders, outsider funders. As equity shareholders are the owners of the company, they have a voting rights, and but there is some drawback that there is no specific that company will pay them a dividend to each and every year. But it does not means that share capital or equity share capital is cost free. If you are not paying the dividend, you are suffering loss, you are not paying the dividend, your dividend is fluctuated, sometimes high, sometimes low, or sometimes you not pay the dividend to the shareholder, skip any 1 year, does not means that it is not incur any cost, it incurs cost. So, how we calculate the cost in case of equity shareholder? Let us understand these scenarios by different cases. First is dividend yield method or dividend price ratio method. In different book you can find in different names, dividend yield method, a different price method. Dividend yield method equals to KE D divided by NP or D divided by PM. KE is cost of equity, I am sorry, it is cost of equity, D is expected dividend per share, net proceed and market price of the share, NP is market price of the share. Therefore, it is a simple case where we can simply find out dividend paid per share divided by net proceed or market price of the share. Let us understand this simple case number 1. dividend yield method by doing a numerical. Company issue 1000 equity shares of rupees 100 each at premium of 10%, each at premium of 10%. The company has been paying 20% dividend to the equity share for last 5 years and expected to maintain the same. 20% डिविडेंड देती आ रही है कंपनी शेयर होल्डर्स को और चाह रही है कि यही 20% हम आगे भी मेंटेन करें. कंप्यूट द कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल. व्हाट विल बी द डिफरेंस इफ मार्केट प्राइस ऑफ शेयर इज 160. डिफरेंस क्या होगा अगर मार्केट प्राइस हम 160 कर दें तो फर्स्ट पहले हम निकालेंगे फॉर्मूला डी डिवाइडेड एन पी से, डी डिवाइडेड बाई एन पहले फॉर्मूला से निकालेंगे. देखिए D divided by NP. D is 20%. 20% of what? Share price. 100 रुपीज़ शेयर प्राइस है, 100 रुपीज़ शेयर प्राइस है यहाँ पर. इसका 20% 20 रुपीज़, इसका 20% हमने यहाँ 20 रुपीज़ कर दिया. सो 20 दैट्स 20 इक्वल्स टू 100 इंटू 20%, सॉरी 20%. This is NP. NP. How we calculate NP? We add the percentage of premium or deduct the discount from the par value. So, par minus plus in this case premium. Par value is rupees 100 and 10% of add 10% of 100. Therefore, 100 plus 10, 100 plus 10 equals to 110. So, this is 110. We divide 20 divided by 110 into 100. For the percentage, we find that cost of equity is 18.18. Cost of equity is 18.18. I hope you understand. Now, in case where share price rupees 110, 160, where share price rupees 160, in this case we just replace the 110 by 160. Here the market price of share is 160. So, divide 20 dividend 20 divided by 160. How we can? 20 divided by 160 into 100 equals to 20,000 2000 160, cut 0 by 0, 1 160 40 we can do here. Okay, this by this 200 divided by 16, 200 divided by 16, 100 8 50 4 25 2, simple fraction, simple fraction. So, 25 divided by 2 is 12.5, 25 divided by 2 is 12.5. We simplify the fraction and we get the answer that by issuing if the market price of the share is 160, then the cost of issue cost of capital of equity share is 12.5, which is less than 18.18. Now, when we go further for the next cases in different scenarios, dividend yield plus growth dividend method, dividend yield plus growth dividend method. We know there is a fluctuation in the dividend ratio or dividend percentage each and every year. Sometime company offer growth to dividend, growth to dividend 10%, 20% growth from previous year. which attracts the new shareholders. Companies share now able to in market having the demand because of their strategies. So, when sometime companies also provide the growth, when dividend of the firms are expected to grow at a constant rate, where here is the assumption there is a constant rate and dividend payout ratio is constant, this method being computed to calculate the capital flow. So, method is D1 divided by NP. This is D1. D1 is expected dividend share at the end of the year, expected dividend per share at the end of the year. So, D1 divided by NP, this formula is a one formula. I write is here also, D1 divided by NP and plus G, this is the formula. If we replace D, because D is present dividend which is going to pay in end of the year, D1 is equals to D naught plus 1 plus G. D is previous year dividend, previous year dividend, and G is previous growth, G is growth rate. So, if we give the growth rate to the dividend, then we get the new dividend value, new dividend amount. We just divide D1 divided by NP plus G. So, this is the formula, or sometime we get in question previous year dividend plus growth rate are given. So, we can calculate the new dividend, we can calculate the new dividend. So, better to understand this topic with the help of numerical. So, question is, company plans to issue 1,000 new shares of 100 rupee each at par, The flotation cost of floating the equity share is 5% of the share capital. The company paid dividend of 10%, sorry, rupees 10 per share. Dividend is 10%, it is not a rate, it is amount 10 per share, and then expected growth rate is 5%. Expected growth rate is 5%. So, the company pays, कंपनी 10 रुपये पे कर रही डिविडेंड पे, या 5% ग्रोथ चाह रही है, 1000 शेयर 100 रुपये में इशू करना चाहती है और फ्लोटिंग चार्ज 5% है. तो हमें निकालना है कि कैसे हम कैलकुलेट करें कॉस्ट ऑफ इक्विटी शेयर. देयर आर टू केसेस. इन सेकंड केस करंट मार्केट प्राइस ऑफ द इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल इज़ 150. यहाँ पे मार्केट प्राइस दे दिया गया है एनपी की जगह. तो फर्स्ट केस में एनपी पढ़ेंगे, नेट प्रोसीड से कैसे निकालें, और सेकंड केस में हम मार्केट प्राइस से कैसे निकालें. फॉर्मूला इज रिमेन सेम, बट वी जस्ट रिप्लेस द एनपी बाई एमपी, मार्केट प्राइस. सो D is dividend, which is rupees 10, simple, this is rupees 10. NP is net proceed, NP is net proceed. So, 100 rupees share, 5 rupees, rupees 5 is rupees 5 is expense per share, 5% is a rate and rupees 5 is expense per share. So, 5, this is 95. So, 100 10 divided by 95 plus 5%, 10 divided by 95 plus 5%. So, we can do this by formula 1000 divided by 95, because 1000 is multiply 1 for the percentage, 1000 divided by 95, 1 95, it is near about 50. So, by calculating this we can able to find out the value 15.53, 15.53, the value is 15.53. Now, if we replace the 100 NP by MP, then in same formula we replace with 150 in case of 95, 150 in case of 95. So, from 10 sorry 10 10 divided by 105 plus 5%. So, this is the value. So, this is the value of new value is 11.65% the cost of equity share. It is 6.666 plus 5%, this is 11.67. So, this is the cases, these are the some cases. So, now new case, earning yield and price earning ratio, earning yield method or price earning ratio. A company consider an expenditure of rupees 60 lakh for expanding its operation, 60 लाख खर्च करने का उसने अनुमान लगाया 60 lakh. Number of new equity shares rupees 10 are 10 lakhs, 10 lakh equity share issue करना था उनको. Market value of is rupees 60, net earnings 90 lakhs जो उन्होंने प्रॉफिट कमाया. Compute the cost of existing equity share capital and new capital assuming that new issue will be issued at 52 rupees and cost of new issue is 2 rupees per share. तो नए शेयर हैं 52 रुपीज़ में इशू किए गए और उनके जो कॉस्ट आई वो 2 रुपये पर शेयर आई. तो हमें निकालना है कि कंप्यूट द कॉस्ट ऑफ एग्जिस्टिंग इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल. चलिए इसको करते हैं. क्वेश्चन समझ में आया. देखिए क्वेश्चन में क्या होता है कि क्वेश्चन में पूछा गया है कि कंपनी ने फर्म कंसिडर एक्सपेंडिचर 60 लाख का खर्चा होना था, बिजनेस एक्सपेंड करना था, उन्होंने 10 लाख शेयर्स इशू करने थे मार्केट में जिसकी कीमत 60 रुपया थी. कंपनी का प्रॉफिट 90 लाख हुआ. हमें निकालना है कॉस्ट ऑफ इक्विटी ऑफ एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर्स. ये मान के चल रहे हैं कि 52 रुपीज़ का इशू किया गया शेयर एक और 2 रुपये उसमें खर्चा आया पर शेयर में. सो आगे चलते हैं इस क्वेश्चन के लिए. देखिए फॉर्मूला इज कॉस्ट ऑफ इक्विटी डिवाइडेड बाय अर्निंग पर शेयर. कॉस्ट ऑफ इक्विटी इक्वल्स टू अर्निंग पर शेयर डिवाइडेड बाय एमपी मार्केट प्राइस. सो अर्निंग पर शेयर इज व्हाट इज अर्निंग पर शेयर. द फॉर्मूला ऑफ अर्निंग पर शेयर इज टोटल अर्निंग डिवाइडेड बाय नंबर ऑफ शेयर होल्डर्स. टोटल अर्निंग दिस इज द अर्निंग and this is number of share. EPS formula is total earning divided by number of shares. So, earning per share is 9. Earning per share is 9. Now, KE का फॉर्मूला होता है अर्निंग पर शेयर डिवाइडेड मार्केट प्राइस. अब मार्केट प्राइस यहाँ पर जो है इस रुपीज 6 है, 16 नहीं है, 6 है. ओके द अर्निंग 6 तभी 60 लाख होगा ना. 10 into 6 is 60 lakhs. सो into 100 कर लेते हैं परसेंटेज के लिए. 9 3 3 जा 9, 3 2 जा 60 रहेगा, वो यहाँ पे 60 ही रहेगा. ये आप इसको हम ठीक कर देते हैं. this is 60. So, 9 divided by 60 into 100. So, 900 divided by 60 15%. 9 6 15 जा 90 होता है और 15 6 जा 90 होता है, तो वी कैन फाइंड आउट द 60. दिस इज 15%. इन केस ऑफ न्यू एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर्स, तो हमारे वी नो दैट न्यू एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर जो इशू किए गए हैं वो 52 रुपीज़ में किए गए हैं, वो 52 रुपीज़ में किए गए हैं और 2 रुपया एक शेयर पे खर्चा किया गया है. तो 2 रुपया एक शेयर पे खर्चा किया गया है, तो हमने क्या करना है, हमें 52 इज वैल्यू माइनस 2, ये हो गया नेट प्रोसीड 50. तो फॉर्मूले के हिसाब से EPS 9 ही रहेगा, डिवाइडेड बाय 50 कर देंगे यहाँ पे हम लोग, इंटू 100 करेंगे, 0 से 0 काटा, 5 2 जा 10, 18. So, 18% is a cost of capital when we issue the share, new existing share capital. न्यू जब 52 रुपये से हम कर रहे हैं, यानी सस्ते में बेच रहे हैं तो हमें महंगा पड़ेगा, और जब हमें 60 का था तो वो 15 में था. दिस इज ऑब्वियस दैट व्हेन वी सेलिंग द शेयर एट cheaper prices, it will increase our cost, हमारे कॉस्ट को इंक्रीज करने लगता है. सो टुडे we discuss about how we calculate the dividend or equity share capital. It is a, in present scenario most of the companies are issuing equity share only. Very rare cases the company are issuing debenture or raising the fund by debenture, raising the fund by preference shares. And as we know, in equity share there is no fixed percentage of dividend, not mandatory to pay dividend every year, but even it is not free of cost, it incurs the cost. So, we are just a recap. In first case we calculate by simple method D divided by NP, dividend divided by net proceed or market price, to calculate the dividend yield method. This is known, the method is known as dividend yield method. In this method we find out how we calculate if the premium is given, dividend rate is given. So, in this previous question, if market price changed to 160, then 12.5 is the rate, and in case 18.18. So, this is a dividend yield method, but we need to understand that dividend and equity capital, dividend payable at equity capital is based on growth. Companies also provide growth to the dividend paying to the dividend holder or shareholders, so to retain them. So, this is a dividend yield plus growth method where we add G. This is a new addition in this formula, previous formula is G, and G is growth. So, G is growth which we add in the formula, and we can able to find out the cost of equity capital by dividend yield plus method, dividend yield plus growth method. I discussed the question here that 5% is the cost. So, our net cost is 95%, G is 5%. So, just we add, first we solve this one, then add 5%. So, it will give you the answer, answer. And last method is case 3. Last method is earning yield method, where we calculate the cost of equity by dividing the earning per share by net proceed. Net proceed can be changed by market price NP also. NP also. So, here this is the question, this was the previous was the question, and we have solved the question by calculating the EPS. EPS is earning divided by number of share, that is 9, 9 divided by 60, 9 divided by 60, 60 is the price of the net price, net proceed, answer is 15%. If net proceed changes to 52 and we also find that there is a 2 rupees per share expenses, then it is 50 rupees. So, so it is 50 rupees here, this is 50 rupees, 50 rupees, and answer is 18. So, friends, you can get the reference of this from the following books. These are very good books for your numericals, for your theoretical part of the portion of. Thank you for watching this video.